all these rumors just a one-way street towards the Pac-12 only? Sometimes? No, it's not. The Big 12 has had rumors. The ACC, the Big 10, in terms of adding some teams potentially, are in talks with some teams in the past. And of course, we know the Big 12, when Texas and Oklahoma were left, some Pac-12 writers were saying they're going to be lucky to survive and get $20 million in their TV deal. Guess what? They survived and they had 4 teams and they got to $51 million in terms of the new TV deal. So, yeah, nice try. And we know there's been rumors about the ACC, about some teams are voted to be for sure wanting a better situation to get out of the ACC as well, and Big Ten adding teams after USC and UCLA, of course. But you get my point. It's just stupid that those Pac-12 people who defend them, I mean, not just the Pac-12 people, but some people who have defended the Pac-12 really think it's just a one-way street. They're clowns for thinking that. And I got something to tell you, that Tony Altimore, his graphics, don't pay attention to them. It's not useful, and it doesn't matter in terms of the Pac-12 getting a better media rights deal or anything. He's just spinning it to make it his own, to make the Pac-12 look better than it really is. I mean, and him and Tide Guy, aka Jeff Grimm, they're acting like they're going to get married to each other in terms of the way they're acting. And I think he's just been blinded by Tony Altimore's stuff, that he's not getting a full picture on this. And he solely believes that it's just one-way street. I mean, and people love to spread rumors too. Yeah, you gotta be careful on who to believe these days, of course, with this conference realignment mess. I mean, the truth is, the Pac-12, it's just a verbal agreement. Verbal agreements don't mean anything. Remember, the Big Ten took USC and UCLA right after their scheduling alliance with them in the ACC. Remember that. So, yeah. And and he's even criticized the Big 12 wants to play football games in Mexico. Actually, it's just for for a potential bowl game, dummy. I mean, and I showed him the article and it said, read it. Yeah, that's a simple answer. And what's funny is the SEC, in a way, is very, very similar to the Big 12 in terms of the school. I mean, schools and all this. I mean, he's just wanting to. And you know what's crazy is? He's an Alabama fan. You should have no pick in this fight. I mean, it's just ridiculous. And the thing is, too, he needs to worry about his own school on their situation. I mean, the basketball situation, the baseball situation. You know what I'm referring to. I don't want to get into detail about that, but you know what I mean. In terms of the men's basketball situation and the gambling problem for the head coach that got fired. So, and it's just ridiculous. And he's been and the thing is too that he's saying, I'm not anti-Big 12. I just hate Big 12 people spreading lies about Pac-12. Dude, Big 12 people hate Pac-12 people who spread lies too. Everybody hates a liar. So, seriously, cut it out, Thai guy. Cut it out. It's not a one-way street on all this, too. I mean, it's the truth. And he's just a clown that doesn't even need a clown attire or paint on his face or his body to make him look like one. In fact, his attire is so flat it could be a pancake, figuratively speaking. And him and Tony Altomore are acting like they're going to try to be married to each other in terms of how they are talking to each other and defending the Pac-12. Dude, here's the deal. It's been almost a year since USC and UCLA have left the Pac-12 to go to the Big Ten. And you still don't have a TV media rights deal. That's the truth. And even if you add San Diego State and SMU, just to, for example, I'm not trying to make this stuff up, and I'm not going to confirm that it's going to really happen or anything. I'm just saying, can they even make up the money? Because there's going to be a gap. There might be a gap, potentially. Because I know Stuart Mendel, he did confirm after the fact on this, like, last year they got $581 million in revenue last year, which included $386 million, which is an average of $32 million per school from media rights. But not all of that is distributed to the schools, so $37 million per school. Yeah, right now, the TV gap, based on that alone, from the Big 12 numbers to 51 million, is $13 to $14 million. That's a difference. Seriously. So, and we all know that verbal agreements don't mean anything. So, needless to say, they don't know anything at all, and I know we are all tired of these rumors. And if San Diego State wants to leave the Mountain West to go somewhere else, right now it would be 17 million, but if like July 1st, it'll double. So yeah, they don't want to pay that either. They don't want to. So it's kind of imperative, I would say, for the Pac-12 to try to get a TV media rights deal if they can. But don't be shocked. I'm just going to say this. Don't be shocked that teams leave after they know the number or before the number. Or whatever happens. I have no say in this fight. Yes, I want some teams over there to implode, but I think at this point I just want to know the truth, and that's it. And even if they do survive, they might end up just like a group of 5 or a group of 6 when it's all said and done. Because I think if Colorado and Arizona leave, there might be Utah might change their mind. The same thing goes for Arizona State to go to the Big 12 anyway. And then Washington and Oregon could very well be on the way out too. But we'll have to wait and see what really happens in the Big 12. And I just want to address all these is this a one-way street towards the Pac-12 on the rumors? Of course it's not. I mean, in the past, other conferences have dealt with this. So, and within the last few years too. In fact, we know that yesterday, the Big 12 got a rumor and Big 12 shut it down. I mean, with the commissioner, Brett Yormark. It's just absurd on all this. And we're tired of rumors. We want to know the truth. And the truth is, there's no TV media rights deal right now. And we know there's going to be an increase for San Diego State, like I said, to leave the Mountain West to go somewhere else. And it's almost been a year since USC and UCLA left. I mean, and every time they set a deadline, nothing's occurred. I mean, it's the truth. Anyways, if you like this content, like and subscribe button. See you guys later. 5 subscribers. We're on the road to it. Let's go. And yes, I'm calling out Tony and Baltimore and all and Tide Guy on this, as well as anybody else who's spreading the rumors. We don't need rumors anymore. We need the facts. And I know 365 Sports does not do clickbait stuff. So I would trust them on this. I mean, in terms of like, they're going to report stuff that is actually going to happen. And not possibly. And yes, they discuss with some stuff like with Colorado writer, and he's even changed his tune now. That look, I could see a possibility of Colorado leaving and going back to Big 12. It's the truth. And they've had other great interviews as well. I'm just saying, let's just wait and see what happens. And from there, we know the facts, and that's all we need to know.